In this tutorial, I'm going to demonstrate how much fun it can be to create a supernatural or ghost type of effect. Now, probably the hardest part of this exercise is to decide how the shooting will be done and what the setup will look like. For this video, I recorded our actors in a position with the instructions to show very little movement at all. Once I had enough footage for my actors, I had our victim slowly get up and exit off screen. Now into VideoStudio for the editing process. After bringing the content onto my timeline, simply right-click and I'm going to select Split Audio. I don't want to keep the audio track with this clip. I'll simply click on Delete on the keyboard and that will remove my audio track for me. Of course, there's other ways to do it, but that's probably the easiest one for this particular project. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my scrubber and I'm going to move along to the part where my actor starts to get up. And that's at about the 20-second mark. Here he's started to move. I'll just move back a little bit. I'm going to select my clip, tap the letter S on the keyboard, and that will split the clip in that position. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this portion of the track and I'll drag and drop it onto the overlay track directly below. By right-clicking in the preview window, I can select Fit to Screen. Now it's time to edit the bottom track. Selecting the track, again I can move my scrubber along. I'll keep that like that. We just move along until he exits screen. Okay. Now that he's off screen, we can see that that's at about the 26-second mark. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut from here. So again, select my clip. I'll tap the letter S and I'll select this portion and delete that. Now I find that the speed at which he travels is a little bit too slow, so I want to speed that up. Simply double-clicking on this track brings me up to my attributes and my edit options. I'm going to click on Edit. I'll select Speed and Time Lapse, and we can see that the track above it is at about the 19-second mark. To confirm that, let me just hit Cancel. Select this. When I put my cursor at the end and click, you can see I'm actually at 21:27. So what I'll do is I'll double-click this again, go into the Edit tab, select Edit Time Lapse, and I'm going to drop this down to that 21-second mark. Simply a matter of speeding this up, and it's 21:27. I'll click OK to that, and they're now both the same length. The final step to get my ghost effect is to click on Mask and Chroma Key. I'm going to select Apply Overlay Options. You'll notice that Chroma Key is selected by default. You'll see that it's picked a color that closely matches the majority of the coloring in my image. I'm going to change this to white. So simply click on that. I'm going to select white from my color picker. Now we can see we have our body on the ground. If I rewind this, I'll go ahead and play it, and you can see that we've effectively created a ghost type of effect in VideoStudio. Again, very simple to do, very effective. A couple of tips when creating something like this is try to use darker colors for your subjects. Colors that aren't necessarily in the image itself. So for example, you may have noticed that the monitors are black in the back. When my ghost walks past those, you can sometimes see the monitor through that. You do have the ability to customize this filter. Again, double-clicking on that, going into the Mask and Chroma Key. You can see that I have the ability to adjust color similarity, and that will make my ghost stand out a little bit more or less. So again, very fun and easy to create a ghost effect in VideoStudio.